A machine so wide it barely fits on a road. A ship capable of carrying 23,000 containers in a single journey. A helicopter that once airlifted a frozen mammoth recovered from Siberia. These are real vehicles built, operated, and still redefining what human beings are capable of creating. Today, we're taking a look at 8 of the largest vehicles ever built. If you're new here, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because this is exactly the kind of content we bring you every single week. Now, let's dive in. Number 8. NASA Crawler Transporters. Before any rocket leaves Earth, it has to get to the launch pad first. And at NASA's Kennedy Space Center, that job belongs to one of the most remarkable machines ever built. The NASA Crawler Transporters are almost 40 meters wide and weigh over 3,000 tons. They were originally built in the 1960s to carry Saturn V rockets to the launch platform, and they're still in service today, now carrying the Space Launch System. Their top speed is just over 1 kilometer per hour, but they can carry up to 8,000 tons of rocket, structure, and fuel in a single trip. Everything about their operation is precise to an extreme degree. The platform they carry must remain perfectly level at all times, even as the crawler moves across uneven ground. A dedicated leveling system constantly adjusts the load during the entire journey. Moving a rocket to a launch pad takes hours. Every single centimeter is controlled. Number 7. Liebherr T284. In the world of open-pit mining, the Liebherr T284 is the kind of machine that makes everything around it look small. Nearly 9 meters wide and over 8 meters tall, this mining truck operates at a scale that makes standard vehicles look like toys parked beside it. Its payload capacity reaches 360 tons per trip, the equivalent of loading roughly 240 average cars into a single vehicle and driving them across a mine in one go. What makes the T284 particularly impressive is not just the size, but the engineering required to make something this heavy move reliably in harsh conditions. The tires alone stand over 4 meters tall and cost hundreds of thousands of dollars each. A full set of tires for this truck costs more than most people's homes. And yet, in a working mine, those tires are considered a routine consumable, replaced regularly as part of normal operations. Number 6. MSC Gulson. Somewhere on the ocean right now, there is a ship longer than 4 football fields, carrying more containers than most ports process in a week. The MSC Gulson measures nearly 400 meters from bow to stern and can carry over 23,000 shipping containers simultaneously. To move the same cargo by land would require dozens of freight trains running in parallel, an operation that would shut down road and rail networks across entire countries. The ship travels at just under 40 kilometers per hour, slow by almost any standard, but fast enough to keep global trade moving on schedule. Its sheer scale creates logistical challenges that most people never consider. Ports that receive ships this size require specially designed cranes, reinforced berths, and coordination systems that took years to develop. The infrastructure built around a single vessel of this size is itself an engineering achievement. Number 5. Giant Jeep Willys. Not every giant vehicle was built for industry or exploration. Some were built simply because someone decided to find out how far an idea could go. The world's largest functional replica of a Jeep Willys was built by Hamad bin Hamdan Al Nahyan, a collector from the United Arab Emirates known for taking passion projects to extremes. The vehicle stands approximately 4 times the size of the original Jeep Willys, with proportions so exaggerated that it looks more like a movie prop than a real machine. But it works. It drives. It entered the Guinness World Records as the largest functional replica of the vehicle. In a list dominated by industrial machines built for specific purposes, this one exists purely because someone had the resources, the vision, and the determination to make something that had absolutely no practical justification, and did it anyway. Sometimes that's enough. Number 4. MIL Mi-26. Russia has a long history of building things larger than anyone thought necessary. The MIL Mi-26 is one of the clearest examples of that philosophy applied to aviation. At 34 meters in length, it remains the largest helicopter ever produced in series. Its cargo hold is large enough to fit other helicopters inside it. It has been used to transport military vehicles, industrial equipment, and heavy machinery into areas with no roads and no alternative means of access. And then there's the story that most people find impossible to forget. In 1999, the MiL Mi-26 was called in to help extract a frozen mammoth from the Siberian tundra, a creature preserved in permafrost for tens of thousands of years. The helicopter airlifted the block of ice containing the mammoth to a research facility, a machine built in the 20th century carrying a creature from the Ice Age. That combination of scale and absurdity is difficult to match.
Number 3. Hitachi EX8000. The Hitachi EX8000 exists because some mining operations involve quantities of material so large that ordinary excavators simply cannot keep up. Over 20 meters long and weighing approximately 800 tons, this excavator was built specifically for large-scale open-pit mining operations, where moving enormous amounts of material quickly is the only priority. Its maximum speed is slower than a casual walking pace. Speed was never the point. The bucket at the end of its arm can move dozens of tons of rock and earth in a single scoop. In a full working day, machines like the EX8000 can process quantities of material that would take conventional equipment weeks to match. It is the definition of brute force applied at industrial scale, a machine that doesn't need to be fast because nothing else can do what it does regardless of speed.
Number 2. F-60 Overburden Conveyor Bridge. Most large machines are impressive because of how much they weigh, or how fast they move. The F-60 is impressive because of how large it simply is. Used in open-pit lignite mines in eastern Germany, the F-60 is approximately 500 meters long, longer than the Eiffel Tower is tall if you laid the tower on its side. It is a conveyor bridge designed to move overburden, the rock and soil sitting above coal deposits, from one side of a mine to the other continuously without stopping. During its years of operation, it could move millions of cubic meters of material annually, 500 meters of moving structure, operating as a single coordinated machine. It remains one of the largest pieces of industrial equipment ever constructed, and one of the least known outside the world of mining. A structure the size of a landmark hidden inside a hole in the ground.
Number 1. ETF MT240. Closing out part 1 is a vehicle that represents not just what engineering has achieved, but where it's going next. The ETF MT240, developed by the Slovenian company ETF Mining Equipment, was designed to address one of the fundamental limitations of conventional mining trucks: the way they unload. Standard mining trucks tip their load backward, which limits how they can be positioned and how efficiently they can operate in confined spaces. The MT240 unloads from the side. Its payload is distributed across multiple axles, improving stability and reducing ground pressure on difficult terrain. The design allows it to operate in areas where conventional trucks of similar capacity simply cannot go. It represents a new direction in heavy equipment, not just bigger, but smarter. Not just more powerful, but more versatile. The next generation of mining vehicles won't just redefine scale, they'll redefine how that scale is used. 8 vehicles, 8 different answers to the same question. How large can something get before it stops being practical and starts being extraordinary? A rocket that carried humans to the moon, a ship longer than 4 football fields, a helicopter that airlifted a mammoth, a conveyor bridge half a kilometer long. The answer, apparently, is that the limit keeps moving. This was part 1. Part 2 is coming, and the vehicles on that list are just as insane. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss it. Drop a like if at least one of these left you speechless. And comment below, which one shocked you the most? We read every single comment.